The interior design styles are the reflection of society and the things that are happening in the world. This is why the Wabi-Sabi concept has been a popular style for the past few years. Wabi-Sabi is not a trend. Wabi-Sabi is a way of life that encourages to experience and see things as they are, without judgment. Wabi-Sabi is a Japanese philosophy that tells us that beauty and appreciation come from the inner being and accepting the imperfect, aging things, nature, and the simple pleasures in life. In other words, it is acceptance, not judgment, and the understanding that perfection doesn't exist. A beautiful philosophy, right? It's easy to understand why this way of life, aesthetic, and thinking is appreciated these days. But how can we translate this philosophy into interior design? Let's see the essential design principles to get this relaxed and calming interior design look and way of life. The first step to embracing Wabi-Sabi is to declutter the space. It's very common to have trendy objects at home that we don't use or need. That first step consists of focusing on the things that are functional in our daily life or are meaningful to us. The key here is to balance beauty and utility. Let go of the unnecessary things that are saturating your space and energy. Consider strongly what you need and don't, and be ruthless. With time, you'll forget it and you'll start to live more practical and happy. Wabi-Sabi design principles invite you to live in a less is more way. Clean spaces and clutter are essentials to achieve a calming home. Having a clean and uncluttered space, we're ready to talk about the color palette. Wabi-Sabi draws from the color of nature. The color palette's objective is to transform spaces into a serene and harmonious atmosphere that focus on nature and warmth. Having nature for color inspiration brings out neutrals, warm, and colors such as beige, brown, warm grays, sage green, and natural muted pastels. Think about the colors and combinations you see when you go to the mountains, the desert, the beach, or a lake. These hues are perfect to embrace this look. Speaking of colors, I want to go to the next tip, which is having as much natural light as possible. Sometimes we forget the power of natural light in our well-being and health. Natural light connects us with Mother Earth, elevates our immune system, and it's great to help us feel less isolated or alone. Natural light is a powerful energy for our body and mind. Its movement and how the color temperature changes during the day are so powerful on how we perceive the space and our health. Never block your windows and let the sun rays enter the interior. If you need to maintain privacy, use translucent curtain panels that let the light in without compromising your privacy. If you're renovating your home, make sure to have big windows to appreciate outdoors. And this is exactly the following tip: bringing nature inside. Maybe you don't have the opportunity to see a garden from your windows, but you can bring nature inside in multiple ways. For instance, plants stick in old and imperfect vases, branches in pots, or natural leaves. You don't need to have an expensive bunch of fresh flowers in a vase. Remember the Wabi-Sabi philosophy: find beauty in common and simple things, which applies to natural arrangements as well. Beauty is everywhere, even in a simple and dry branch. Look at this beauty. Flowers are indeed lovely, but we can't forget that nature has a wide variety of beauty. We must see beauty in simple things. Talking about beauty and imperfections, I must talk about materials. You don't need to iron the linen drapes or the tablecloth. You don't need to have your bedding perfectly done as a hotel room. Instead, let the materials show what they look like and enjoy it. Look at these bedrooms. What makes them beautiful are the natural and easygoing feel. The linen bedding expresses its natural texture and appearance, and the look is fantastic. Warm, natural, relaxed, and calming, right? Let the raw materials be the focus in your rooms. They express the beauty of nature, especially if they are handmade. Remember, perfection is not the goal here. Something important to consider in this style is asymmetry. Trying to control balance and symmetry could be stressful. Wabi-Sabi prefers asymmetrical balance, which is natural and beautiful. I think this is why the world is fantastic. It is unpredictable and free. Place your furniture in a way you feel comfortable. Don't follow specific rules. Follow what makes you feel great in your space without complicating the process by pursuing perfection. Wabi-Sabi celebrates artisans, aged wood, rough cotton, and linen. It is about the ability to understand and appreciate basic raw materials. It makes us go back to the origin. Stay away from mass-produced, high and luxurious finishes. Knowing this, we can talk about our next tip, which is having furniture with a rustic feel and artisan value. To get the look, we must consider dining tables, benches, side and coffee tables made with aged wood, especially if they are asymmetrical and follow the material's natural shapes. Also, because of its Japanese influence, the furniture is light and low. This is why we see beds on the floor, low benches and chairs. Getting close to the earth is a characteristic of Japanese style, so including low furniture is a great way to go. Wabi-Sabi is very similar to minimalism. Simplicity is the primary design principle here. We don't want many decor pieces to fill the space or have complicated designs. Wabi-Sabi invites you to focus on elegant simplicity and not flashiness. It's vital to highlight natural features without embellishing. Select pieces with simple lines and shapes without unnecessary or decorative details. This way, we preserve authenticity. I know that maybe you're wondering what is the difference between Wabi-Sabi, warm minimalism, and Japandi. This is because they all have a strong influence from the Japanese aesthetic. In my opinion, they have important differences. Warm minimalism is characterized by elegance and high quality. This style is more sophisticated and high-end. It's practical, warm, and simple, but still it aims for class and perfection. It has a Wabi-Sabi influence merged with classic minimalism. On the other hand, Japandi is more relaxed and humble than the warm minimalism, thanks to the traditional touches of Scandinavian design. And Wabi-Sabi focuses on accepting things and appreciating raw materials in their most basic state, imperfect and natural. By the way, guys, I will leave you the links about warm minimalism and Japandi in the description box below in case you want to learn more about these design styles. Here's the recap of today's video. 1. Declutter your space. You must choose to rid your life of clutter and focus on clarity. 2. Pick a color palette inspired by nature. Look and study nature to use and combine colors. 3. Let natural light enter the space to connect to the outdoors. 4. Bring nature inside with simple elements. 5. Appreciate the imperfections of raw materials. 6. Don't try to control symmetry. Be free and go for asymmetrical balance. 7. Have furniture with a rustic feel and artisan value. And 8. Focus on elegant simplicity and not flashiness. That's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and please smash the like button, share and subscribe to my channel for more ideas in the future. Have a beautiful week. See you in the next one.